Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the desert. Has everyone had enough snow for the year? Such a weird winter that happened pretty much all over the place this year. It was like really late snow and then not a lot of it, and then some other places like really got dumped on late. But here, I'm up in the high desert here. Hasn't been snow here in a long time, weeks, months, a month at least. But it's been raining. It's pretty overcast, as you can see. It's a perfect day for off-roading. Well, it's a few days later. It's been raining for 3 days on and off. But last night it decided to get cold. A little bit of snow was on the cars at the house. So I thought, I'm gonna come up and see what the mountains look like. It's muddy and snowy and foggy and snowing. Check this out. It's like there's snow, but on the track it's very, very thin. It's mostly mud. I got out back there to grab my cameras out of the back seat. I'm standing in like 3 inches of mud. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna get all muddy. I actually did pretty good this year avoiding mud, but today might be the day. I just thought it might be my last chance at snow. I figured spring was here already, if anything, we get some showers like I did, but yeah, I got down into the 20s last night and windy and damp. It felt a lot colder than it was. It's 34 degrees right now, just above 0 degrees C. And it's kind of raining, kind of snowing here. But now you can see mud. All right, I'm gonna see what I have in here as far as food and coffee goes. The only thing I have today is my bag that I always keep in here. I should have a Jetboil, which I do right here. Oh, you know what though? I don't think I have any coffee because I keep my coffee in my other bag. So that's something I need to keep. I need to make a change. I need to put some coffee in the Jetboil bag, in this bag here. I should have some meals in here. What do I have here? Ooh, lasagna with meat sauce. That's an option. See if I have any more meals than that. Oh, beef stroganoff. Beef stroganoff with noodles or lasagna with meat sauce. Maybe I should look at the dates on these and eat the older one. Good through April 2049. Good through December of 2050. All right, beef stroganoff it is. It's snowing just a little bit, but as soon as it hits, it turns to rainwater. I guess it might be good that I don't have coffee, because you guys would have to watch me make coffee. Just make sure that I didn't put any in the bag anywhere. I've got a spoon. No coffee. I just had a bunch of coffee. It's not like I need any more, but it's nice seeing the snow again. I thought that was it. It hasn't necessarily been warm. I mean, it's been in the 50s, but we've been getting some sporadic rain. But this, I don't know, it looks like about 2 inches maybe. Around here, there's enough fell that it kind of covered the ground. You can see behind me. It's just the roads. Probably because there's not that much snow, people have been back in here, I imagine. So in my bag, this is the only spoon I have. Look at that thing. It's like a Columbia CRKT, Columbia River Knife and Tool Company. It's called an Eaton tool. So it's got like a wrench, can opener, bottle opener, screwdriver, and this thing here. I did this before, and what I did was I made a little bag that had my good long spoons in it, but that's in my 80 series, and that was just in case I forgot or I was out and I wanted to eat something. I didn't have my kitchen bags. In the kitchen bag, obviously it has everything. It has my long spoons, it has my coffee. So now I have plenty of bags. So I can put together a bag for this, I'm talking about a small bag like this, that has, I think I'll put coffee in both of the little bags so I have it, and make sure I have a good spoon. Because this thing here, the whole reason I have those long spoons is because eating these freeze-dried meals, you end up getting your hand inside the bag and getting it all over your hand with these. Usually when I bring you guys out here, it's snowy but sunny. Today, it's snowy and snowy. Completely overcast. I had these 2 jackets on over at the Coffee and Cruisers event, and then the sun came out. It's about, I don't know. It's a ways from here. And I'm up in the mountains now, but the sun came out, so I took off this outer layer, and then the sun went away, and like, whoa, man. Tell you that dampness really makes a difference. When you live in a place that's really dry, it's a kind of a little bit of a shock to the system, but actually got a fair amount of snow up here, because there was no snow up here. There was no snow. You see the trees are nice and covered. This jacket combo like this, so I talked about it before, where it has the hood on the sweatshirt and the hood on the jacket. It's warm. It's really warm. It's starting to come down a little bit now. This is a good time to tell you why I don't like the how this opens up here, The Lexus swings the door to the side, and the Land Cruiser has I could sit on the tailgate with the top up and be out of the weather. With this, I can't sit anywhere except on a dirty bumper, but also it's getting all inside here, the snow. All that white there. It's getting all in on the carpet, everything. You can hold on to this and it warms your hands. Man, I might close this thing up. I don't know. Just eat out here. I went ahead and closed the back up. It was just whatever that. It's not grapple. And it's not snow. Maybe sleet. It would land and look kind of like something, but then it instantly turned to water and the whole back is soaking wet. Not that big of a deal if it was going to be sunny, but I don't know when this clouds are going to break. Oh man, this is so it's hot. It's like it's too hot to hold, but hands are pretty cold. Body is fine. Oh, I thought ahead because, like I said, I went over to the little coffee and cruiser event, and I thought ahead about coming out here. I was going to stop at Walmart and pick up some chili, but then I thought, nah, I'll just try and see what I have in my kit. And every time I do that, it shows me that I need to add something. And I did it. The 80 is good to go, but now I need to do it in here. Just a little bag with the long spoon, and I definitely need to add some of the little instant coffees to those bags so I have it. But what I was saying is I thought ahead. I got my wool socks on. I have my insulated Duluth pants on and brought my jackets. Pretty good, but oh man, it's wet. It's so warm on my hands. Let's see. I don't know how long it's been. It's probably been 10 minutes. Looks like paste. Pocket. Oh, it's my 365 right there. There's my spoon. In the summertime, I like to carry my little P365 SIG because I could wear it with shorts. It's such a small little pistol. But in the wintertime, I can carry full size if I want. Wow, I did a good job with the water. Normally, I make it like soup, like too much water. Damn. It's actually creamy. Like, if you ever make beef stroganoff and you put the cream of mushroom soup in there and it adds that creaminess. You can see, obviously, if it was like soup. Come on, baby. This would be pouring off the spoon. That's pretty good. I got lucky this time and not. Usually I make it that way. I'm like, yeah, well, I made it like soup because it's cold. I come up with some excuse. Oh, good. This is a huge spoon to put in your mouth. Man. So this is a Mountain House beef stroganoff with noodles. Probably had this a couple of years already. Let's just say I've had it 2 or 3 years. And today's March 2024. This says it's good to April 2049. So you can buy these things. Mountain House. There's Peak. There's a few brands out there that are good. And put them in your pantry or your dry storage. So if there's ever a toilet paper shortage, you'll always have food. The thing about these, though, you got to think about, is that you need water, right? So if you think that water might be a thing, you got to remember to calculate that in with these. But this particular one says it's 2.5 servings, an entree. I would say this would serve 2 people easily. Or 1 Chris. Beef stroganoff is actually one of my favorite meals. I'm just sitting at the front of the car. I had the camera on the hood. It's been it's been a while. I don't know, maybe last year I did a Mountain House or something. It just seems like it's been a long time. But this is really, it's really good, actually. It's not like, oh, this tastes like canned something. This is actually very good for what it is, right? Sure, I'd rather have chili, or I'm getting the heat out of the grill now. Chili, or make a steak, or, obviously cook something is going to be a lot better, but something that you can keep in the car and fire up when you want some food. It's very good for that scenario. Man, I guess I got to pay more attention to the water that I put in here, because being this consistency and not overwatered and soupy, it makes all the difference. I might actually finish 2.5 servings myself. All right, so I ate the whole thing. So 2.5 servings, it's a lot. It was really good. Nice and warm. It's possibly just good because it was really warm. But the consistency was perfect, so that's a win. What I'll do is I go to the like the Sportsman's Warehouse. See it locally is where I can go buy this stuff and refill this. So I was down to 2. Usually I try and keep 3 to 4 meals in the bags along with water. So I took 1 water out. But that worked out good. The only thing that could be any better would be if I did have a little bit more coffee. But it's pretty chilly out here. Like I said, it's only in the low 30s. But it's very damp. Like, little wind too. I'm not going to do too much today. I don't want to get covered in mud. But I wanted to come up and see, snow, how much snow got here. And again, this is pretty good amount. If you look around in the background, that's a pretty good amount after being completely gone. No snow for weeks. And it's still coming down a little bit. I think you're right about 7,000 feet here or so. 68 to 72, somewhere in there. This area is extremely mountainous and hilly, so it can drop 500 or raise 500 feet easily through here. But just say around 7,000 feet where I'm at now. So the air's a little thin. The creek is down here. I had some gloves in my bag. These were actually some old shooting gloves that I had, these Oakleys. These are kind of like mechanics gloves, but Oakley branded. But they're not bad they give you a little bit of warmth. They're not insulated at all, but give you a little bit of warmth. Help against the wind. Let's see. It's God, everything I think of when I do this stuff, I put in the 80 series Land Cruiser. So I have like 3 pairs of gloves, 2 beanies, 3 sets of silverware. I actually emptied the Jeep out completely. Like I talked about before, I was contemplating selling it, but it's still, from a few months ago and still now, it's a terrible market for used cars right now. But it's been a while since I made a video. I'm just going to make this a short one. I wanted to come out and enjoy this. So you can, just look in the background. How beautiful. It's spring. We're past the time change, the daylight savings time change by a week. It's spring. You're gonna correct me. Oh no, spring is actually on this day, but it's supposed to be. But now, like this, and then probably in a few days this will all be gone again. But that's the beauty of it. When it happens, you got to get out and take advantage and enjoy yourself outside. So, like I said, it's been a while since I've seen you all. Hope you all have been well, and I will catch you in the next video.